Hi, I'm Derek and you're watching A Fragrance State of Mind. Today we're going to talk about 5 fragrances that your dad probably wore that still hold up today. So definitely stay tuned. Before we get started, I just want to say that there's a lot of you out there that watch my videos that aren't subscribed or are following me on TikTok. So I would urge all of you, if you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button, hit follow, and definitely hit like on this video because it helps this channel so much. Also, I want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is voting day, and it's so important for all of us here in America to get out and vote. That is our right, that is our freedom as Americans. It's something that women worked hard to get the right to. African Americans worked hard to get the right to vote. There have been so many marginalized groups throughout history that were not allowed to vote. And honestly, right now, here at this time in America, we all have the freedom to vote. And it's so important to practice that right, because we all have a voice, we all have opinions. I know the media is sort of dividing our country right now, and there's a lot of people on the left, there's a lot of people on the right, and then there's a lot of us that are sort of in the gray area. And I would urge all of you, whoever you choose to vote for, and I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for or who not to, but we all have this freedom, and it's something that is so important, so vital to who we are as Americans, to be able to use our voice to sort of direct where this country is going to go over the next 4 years, and really the marks that will leave for our children, our grandchildren throughout history, because all of our decisions that we make today or tomorrow will affect the future of our legacy, and we need to be firm and steadfast in practicing the rights we have as American citizens. So please, anyone watching this video, go out and vote. It is important. If you think it's not important, trust me, it is vital to the direction that this country will go in. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But like I said, I really think it's so important to practice the rights that we have as Americans, to use the freedoms that we have. All right, so now we're gonna get into these 5 fragrances that at some point in time, your dad probably wore or knew someone that wore one of these fragrances. So we're gonna start off with a really important fragrance, in my opinion, in the history of fragrances. This is one that really left a mark because it sort of changed how we view fragrances. And when it came out, it was so groundbreaking. That one is CK1 by Calvin Klein. So CK1 was a very popular fragrance. Matter of fact, this was like the best-selling fragrance for many years. And you don't see it too often anymore, but the reason this is so groundbreaking is because this was the first unisex fragrance ever sold on the open market. Did you know that? Did you know Calvin Klein was the first one to create a unisex fragrance? That's something that we take for granted nowadays. It's like, you know, everyone's creating these unisex fragrances. There are people saying, well, fragrance doesn't have a gender. These are the ones that introduced that idea. So that's pretty groundbreaking. But how does it smell? Well, it smells pretty good, a little dated. You know, it's not super modern or super, you know, interesting or unique anymore. But it's still a really nice fragrance. You've got a little bit of florals, you've got some freshness, you've got sort of this versatility that allows you to wear it really anytime, any occasion. This left a really important mark on fragrances, and I think it's one to be appreciated. All right, so the next fragrance we're gonna talk about is one that I absolutely love to wear still till this day, and that is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Now this is a really beautiful oak moss fragrance. This is one that, if you've ever smelled Irish Spring soap, I really think they took that sort of scent from this fragrance, because when you spray this, it smells just like Irish Spring. It has sort of this oak mossy, soapy, fresh, also a little bit brooding, masculine kind of effect that this fragrance has, and it's very beautiful. This actually, I think, came out in the 70s, and I think it has gone through a couple iterations, but the current one is really nice. I think I got this bottle about 1.5 years ago. You can still get it on the market. It's one you should definitely pick up if you enjoy that sort of masculine scent. So the next fragrance we're going to talk about is one from the House of Versace, and that is Versace Blue Jeans. I've heard a lot of young kids say that it's too mature, it's too dated or whatever. I actually disagree. I think this is still modern enough of a scent to be sold today. And at the price point, this is a bargain. You can pick this up for under 20 bucks and it's a great deal. Still smells really good. It's got this little bit of fruitiness, some spice, some lavender, a little bit barbershop-y. It's a really nice fragrance. It lasts super long too. You're gonna get straight up 7 to 8 hours out of this fragrance, and it's gonna smell really good all day long. The other thing I really like about it is this projects. It does leave an arm's length scent bubble around you for a couple hours, and that's pretty impressive for a $20 fragrance. I really do like that sweet lavender kind of DNA mixed with that sort of semi barbershop vibe that I get from this, and it's just a really nice fragrance. I do enjoy it, and I'm constantly going back to my arm to smell it. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is Yop Homme. Now, Yop Homme, a lot of people are like, I don't know, last time I smelled that, I don't really like it. I think it still holds up, man, because you know what? Yeah, it's a little dated, but this stuff still smells pretty good. I like it. Now, I know a lot of people that don't. It's not worth a blind buy at this point, but I really enjoy it. It's, you know, just a nice sort of, once again, versatile fragrance that you can wear anytime, and it reminds me of the 90s. You know, this is something that I smelled throughout the halls of my high school. Maybe this is sort of a Gen X or millennial fragrance, but I really enjoy it. So this is one that's definitely on the list. All right, so the last fragrance we're gonna talk about today is one of my favorites, and this is L'Eau d'Issy by Issey Miyake. Now, this is one, oh, I love this so much, so much. So this is a really beautiful, fresh summer vibe fragrance. This is one that sort of takes a nod from fragrances like Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, like Acqua di Gio, and things like that. This has its own DNA. This is very fresh, reminds you of being at the beach, also just reminds you of like being out and about at 9:30 at night on, you know, on the boardwalk with your date, getting a slice of pizza. It's 1999 and you guys are just, you know, enjoying some lunch. And you guys are just enjoying the evening, you know, a nice, maybe cool brisk in the air. And it's just you guys are just enjoying the evening out on the town or whatever. This really is a fragrance that I cannot stop recommending. And honestly, if you have a collection, this belongs in it. It's just a solid fragrance, and it's not that expensive. I think I picked the 6.7 up for around 50 bucks. I think you can even get it cheaper online. So definitely give this one a nod because it's a great one. And if you like fresh fragrances, like your Light Blues, your Acqua di Gios, this is definitely a must-have. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. Please get out the vote tomorrow. Express your rights as an American. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful night, and as always, have a fragrant state of mind.